Hey, I hope you're doing well. Just a quick story today that illustrates basically the thing that I, as a coach, am fighting against over and over again with student after student. My most recent student had a big problem with his volleys, where every time the ball was just about to his racket, he would have really an involuntary, like very abrupt, very aggressive kind of flinch of his hand and his forearm. I don't know, what the origin of that is, if it's just him practicing bad technique or him being encouraged to be really firm and really tight, aka, punch the volley, whatever. It's something that's very, very deep. And he was able to shadow smooth, calm, kind of flowing motion with the racket without a ball, no problem. But every time a ball got introduced, even if I was just like right in front of him tossing underhand, he would go back to this like really twitchy, flippy. It was basically, kind of the yips kind of thing. So what I asked him to do was close his eyes. I've done this a bunch over the years with students really successfully. I had him shadow several times, just kind of making the U or J kind of like motion or movement with his body, his racket, guiding the racket forwards with his eyes closed. And I just had him repeat it over and over again. And then without telling him, I would toss a ball into his racket. And the movement that he did when his eyes were closed was perfect. It was totally passive, totally smooth. His racket and his hand were flowing and relaxed. But anytime his eyes were open, and he would go smooth shadow swing, and then just having the ball there brought back that really aggressive kind of yips kind of response to the ball. So what's the solution for that? For that student, well, it's training, it's relearning, it's reprogramming the old habit with the new one. And the good news is he walked away knowing he could do the smooth one, he could do the controlled, relaxed one, but just not knowing that the ball was going to collide with the racket. And it's that knowledge. It's really just knowing. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. We're all capable of really efficient, smooth flowing technique and motions, just like our favorite players on TV. But just the knowledge that there's going to be the collision is enough to make us brace and fight and flip and twist. And that's how things get so inefficient and so tight. That's how technique gets so short and so rigid. And that's how body parts get injured and we experience pain. So think about how you can take out the knowledge, just purely knowing that contact is going to be there. Think about ways that you can more or less trick yourself into training movements and training repetitions with your body without the concern or without the awareness that there's going to be that collision there. I'm always trying to find like how can I get my student to recreate and replicate a perfect execution, and then slowly introduce reality, right? So we can all do a perfect one with a shadow swing. Everybody can. No matter what level of athlete you are, if you go slowly and you're mindful and there's no ball and no hitting, anybody can replicate a perfect forehand. When the ball is there, that's the key. Take out vision, take out hitting, take out as many things as you can, many things as you have to, until you're able to continue doing it well with even a little bit of stress. And then it's just a matter of building on top of it. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. We'll probably publish that lesson at some point. Really interesting case study for me. Hopefully it was helpful to just kind of hear the story. Hope you're doing well. Keep working hard in your game. I'll see you in the next video.